Hey everybody, and welcome back to Basketball Trending, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about some basketball players who have been romantically linked to the Kardashian and Jenner family. The quote-unquote Kardashian curse has been the stuff of urban myth for a long time now. With the fame that followed their hit reality series, the family's fondness of basketball players grew exponentially. The following we have here today is a list of former and current NBA athletes who have been linked to their family, and with the exception of a few big names, this list isn't exactly stacked with quote-unquote all-stars, but still, the sheer number of players is pretty impressive. In fact, Khloe Kardashian could probably field a decent starting five with all of her exes alone. The idea of this curse is something that is dated back to 2000, back when Kim Kardashian was dating the NFL running back Reggie Bush. Since then, it has followed the sisters and their partners, sort of like a lingering cloud over their careers. That being said, everybody, let's get right into it. Starting off, we have LAMAR ODOM. Most of us remember this very public decline, and when they saw LAMAR ODOM go from 6th man of the year in 2011 to basically an NBA burnout, it was no shock why. LAMAR and Khloe Kardashian began dating in September of 2009, while ODOM was still a member of the Lakers. He was quickly absorbed into the Kardashian universe at the peak of his career, and after fast-tracking their marriage later that same year, Khloe would eventually file for divorce in 2013. Then, this takes a couple of darker turns, as I'm sure you might know. In 2015, ODOM was found unconscious inside a Nevada brothel after a near-fatal overdose due to his consumption of a mystery of cocktail pills. After 4 days of medical attention, he eventually awoke from his coma, although he suffered several strokes and kidney failure due to the overdose. To LAMAR's surprise, Khloe was with him almost every step of the way on his road to recovery, and she withdrew her request for divorce during this time. But of course, after this all happened, she would refile for divorce following his recovery, despite bouncing back from a serious overdose and drug addiction that never really got his NBA career back. Coming in at number 2, we have Rick Fox. Apparently, it was Rick Fox who was Khloe's rebound after LAMAR ODOM, because back in 2015, she was spotted on a date with the Silver Fox, who, like Khloe, has never had a problem wooing the fellow stars. Fox is a former Tar Heel star who led them to the Final Four prior to becoming the first-round pick with the Boston Celtics in 1991. He was also married to Vanessa Williams for 6 years before their divorce in 2005, and while it seems little else came from this brief relationship other than a few dates, they apparently are still pretty good friends. Next up, we have KRIS Humphheries, and who might not remember this, of course, KRIS Humphheries was little-known bench player prior to his 72-day marriage to Kim Kardashian in 2001, and to say the least, it did not go so well. The reports were that the split was caused by Kim's cheating with none other than Kanye West, and as the 14th overall pick in the 2004 draft, Humphheries played for 8 teams since joining the league. His relationship with Kim, however, only lasted a season. Their romance began in October of 2010, and around that same time, the NBA season began and lasted until Kim filed for divorce the following October as the 2011 season was getting underway. Next up on the list, we have Tristan Thompson, and Tristan and Khloe Kardashian seem to have had a relatively strong but very public relationship over the past couple of years, with a lot of Instagram posts about their forever love for each other and all that jazz, but they've definitely had their fair share of ups and downs. All-time scrutiny, though, was for sure just at an absolute high during the 2017 NBA Finals, where Tristan's playing was very hard to miss, with only 8 points and 11 rebounds in the first 3 games. Perhaps the most talented player on our list today, James Harden dated Khloe Kardashian after they met in June of 2015. And while they ended their brief relationship in February of 2016, it was Harden who was actually by Khloe's side during the whole LAMAR ODOM situation. He says, though, he didn't enjoy all this extra attention. And while his playing has never been better, he told Sports Illustrated that that year he dated Khloe was the worst year of his life, and went on to add that, "I feel like it was for no other reason than getting my name out there and my face out there, and I don't need that." Moving on to perhaps a less common name on the list, RASHAD McCants is a former first-round pick and UNC star. As a highly regarded recruit, McCants arrived at UNC and made an immediate impact, averaging over 17 points a game in his freshman year. By junior season, he was a third-team All-American and had propelled the Tar Heels to advance to the Final Four, and eventually defeat the University of Illinois for the first time in the national championship in 2005. After being taken 14th overall in the NBA draft, he went on to play 4 years for Minnesota before gaining his relationship with Khloe Kardashian. While the relationship only lasted around 6 months, he would only play another year in the league, and he blamed this failure on their very public relationship. He said that the relationship and subsequent fame gave people a reason to doubt his commitment to the game, and he estimated that this relationship cost him around $60 to $70 million in the long run. Continuing on the list, we have Blake Griffin. As one of the NBA's biggest stars on and off the court, Blake Griffin has become really one of the faces of the league. An all-star, slam dunk champion, and star of Space Jam 2. too, the 28-year-old has certainly a lot going on. He's also getting pretty serious with Kendall Jenner, who have recently been spotted together on a beach as early as February of this year. And closing off the list for today, we have Ben Simmons, who has been on and off with Kendall Jenner for a very long time, since early 2018. There have been rumors as of a couple months ago that they really were still kind of going on and off, but this is definitely a relationship that has been very tumultuous over the time, with a lot of negative press being written about them. With that being said, everybody, thank you all so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy, make sure to drop a like and subscribe for more basketball videos each and every week. Thank you all so much as always, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.